Hey folks, the other day I read an article about WandaVision. Now WandaVision is a TV show on Disney, and it is the story of Wanda and Vision, two of the superheroes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now it was a big hit. Season 1 was a big hit of this show, and folks were asking the chief executive officer of Marvel whether or not there was going to be a season 2, and his name's Kevin Feige, and what Kevin Feige said was, we don't know. Now he didn't say that because the show didn't do well. The show did very well. He didn't say it because the actors weren't interested. He didn't say it because they didn't think they had the capability of doing it. He said it, the reason he gave was because they don't know how they want to tell the next chapter of the story. He's saying, well, maybe it might be a movie. Maybe it'll be another season. Maybe it'll turn up in somebody else's storyline, in somebody else's show, in somebody else's movie. Maybe it'll turn up in a bigger picture, like one of the Avengers movies. Now, at first, I was a little upset because I liked season 1, and I kind of wanted a season 2. But then I thought, what a liberating way of telling a story. It's not how you tell the story that really matters, it's that the story gets told. It's not how the message gets shared, it's that it gets shared. When Jesus was crucified, he stopped sharing the message. Right? When he ascended from the dead and when he worked with his disciples, he worked with them to equip them so that they could go out and do the work that he had started. Same message, different way forward, different medium, different vehicle. And I thought, as the church, we grew from those disciples spreading across the Mediterranean, and we grew from their descendants and from the generations that went past them, and we became something else. And we became what we look like today. For all the positives and for all the negatives, we are what we are. The message should be the same, regardless of the vehicle. Going forward, we don't really know what's going to take place in the church, but we're pretty desperately holding on to what was. Trying to hold on to what we used to be, losing sight of the fact that it's the message that matters, not the vehicle. For you and I, who are aspiring to make this world a better place, to help the people of this world grow, to help communities grow and to prosper, to help people personally grow and heal, help bring about unity and equality and justice. Many of us have completely different understandings of how that should take place. Many of us have completely different understandings of what that will look like as it takes place. Many vehicles. But it's the message that matters most. And we've got to focus on the message. We've got to focus on the message and let go of how we believe that message must be brought forth. I mean, how many times have we had conversations with people who say, well, it needs to be socialism. It needs to be this, or it needs to be that, or it needs to be some other ism. That's the vehicle. What's the message? Let's focus on the message. Because if we're focusing on the message, it's much less likely that we will fight among ourselves as to how to deliver the message. If we're focusing on the message, it is much less likely that you and I will fight about the timeline and the timetable, what it's going to look like as it rolls out. Will it be blue? Will it be red? Will it be shiny? Will it be fast? Will it be slow? The message is what matters most. And if you want to see what happens when an organization or a group of people start fighting about the vehicle, look at the church. Look at how many different denominations there are. but we're only supposed to have one message. Look at how many different groups there are within the church. But there's only supposed to be one message. We are one body. Why do we have so many vehicles? It's because we all had a different idea, a different understanding, a different perception of the best vehicle to share the message. And the truth be told, there is no one vehicle. What matters is that the message is shared. It doesn't matter to me how you choose to share the message. What matters to me is that the message is offered. It doesn't matter to me how you choose to bring about change. What matters to me is that you're a part of the process, trying to bring change to the world. It doesn't matter to me how you're trying to help people, how you're trying to help them grow, how you're trying to help communities thrive and to become abundant. It makes no difference to me at all. What matters to me is that you're out there trying to do those things. You're out there offering that all-important message. Even on this channel, I notice how many different skills and how many different types of expertise are floating around in the comments section, are floating around in the subscriber list. So many people with so many ideas, so many wonderful ideas, so much knowledge and wisdom and experience. We are so incredibly blessed. You have blessed me so much with all that you've offered me from all of these various viewpoints. We don't need to settle on one viewpoint. We don't need to settle on one method. We don't need to settle on one direction. What matters is that we settle on that one message. Love, mercy, justice, compassion, equality. This is the message. How we get there, less important. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord's face be made to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord's countenance be lifted up to you. May you always know the peace of being in the Lord's presence. And I pray that no matter how you and I get out there to deliver what it is we've been asked to deliver, regardless of the vehicle we choose, that we will find a way to appreciate one another, that we are out there, and that we are using whatever vehicle it is that we're using. Amen.